What was
He's
that guy
definitely
back
not
in
a
the
one-hit
80s?
wonder, though.
No, Cat Williams is definitely not a one-hit wonder.
Definitely not a one-hit wonder, man. Cat Williams he's in my top 3.
Top 3?
Almost
of all time?
Yeah.
Oh,
I love Cat Williams, especially now. Current
Cat Williams.
Yeah.
He settled down a little bit.
Touring comedians. Cat Williams is definitely top 3 for me.
Of current touring comedians.
Yeah, current touring comedians.
All right, what's that top 3? Cat Williams. They don't have to be in specific order, just 3.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
I like Decode too.
Okay.
Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Decode.
Current touring
comedians.
I'm definitely with you on Dave Chappelle.
Top 3.
Touring now. That kid Matt Rife is funny as hell.
I don't even know who that is.
Matt Rife. He does a lot of crowd. Well, he posts a lot of crowd work. He's got a set, I guess, but he does a lot of crowd work.
So I've probably seen him then. Yeah, I done seen guys do some good crowd work.
Dude, this guy's got this. You can find this on YouTube. He goes to some town, right? And he's performing. And there's this beautiful woman right up close to the front. Definitely a woman of a certain age. She's not young. She's probably early 40s, right?
Okay.
She's very attractive and very well put together, right?
Okay.
So she has a gift bag for him. She gives him the gift bag. He pulls out like some homemade cookies and whatever. And then he pulls out a shirt and he starts laughing and he turns it around and it says, all I got when I came to whatever town was this T-shirt and a blowjob. The shirt that the woman gave him said, all I got when I went to whatever this town is was this T-shirt and a blowjob.
Okay.
So he looks at it.
He hasn't got the blowjob yet, though.
Right. But this beautiful, well put together MILF is in the front row.
She's offering a blowjob, basically.
Well, I mean, yeah, right there during his comedy show, he looks at it and he kind of turns red and starts laughing. He turns it around for the audience and everybody starts laughing except for that woman, and she's just giving him
she's dead ass serious.
She's giving him dead eye. She's just giving him eyes.
Oh,
just looking straight at him. Yeah. And then it goes into he plays with it for a little while, but I think he probably did get the Hummer later. Because there's a follow-up video. The next time he came through town, she came to his show again.
Oh, man.
And there's a follow-up video. It's hilarious. So, yeah, Dave Chappelle.
She want that cat scratch.
I would say Matt Rife.
I'm about to check him out. Matt Rife.
I would say...
Top 3.
Touring comedians.
Touring.
I once was a big Bill Burr fan. I'm still a Bill Burr fan.
Okay.
But he's gotten, I don't know.
Got too politicized for you, maybe?
Sometimes, yeah. And sometimes it's just like the same old thing. Banker cunts and white women.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, it was funny for a long time, but move on, you know?
He's running with it. Fuck it.
I suppose
someone.
The third favorite touring comedian then would have to be...
So you putting Dave Chappelle at number 1?
I'm putting Chappelle at number 1, yeah. Current out there
right now. Chappelle's number 1.
He doesn't tour like he once did, but yeah, Chappelle's got to be number 1. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And Matt Rife is in there. Boy, that's a tough one.
Top 3 of anything, man. There's so many greats out there.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
I don't even know what the hell that is either.
Kill Tony?
Don't know who it is.
Dude, you got to check out Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
It's a show he does. He's been doing it for a long time. But Tony Hinchcliffe was the comedian that went on stage.
That name is funny.
During the Trump rally and called Puerto Rico a floating pile of garbage. And they made a big stink about it like 3 days before the election.
Why they called Puerto Rico a floating pile of garbage?
He was making a joke about something was as big as the floating pile of garbage in the Atlantic, you know, Puerto Rico or whatever. I can't remember the exact joke.
Why was he attacking the Puerto Ricans?
He wasn't. He was just making a joke, man. Just like you make a joke.
I had a Puerto Rican chick try to hit on me this past Sunday.
Really?
What did you bring up?
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
She didn't care about the ring?
I don't ever wear a ring.
Oh, I didn't realize. I never noticed.
I never wear a ring.
Okay.
My wife hates it.
I'm sure she does.
Get over it. If I want to wear the ring, I wear the ring. I don't force you to wear your ring. You know.
Okay.
You know, like I said,
that's your business.
I'm still married to you. I'm coming home every night.
For sure.
You got access to my bank account, so who gives a fuck? If I wear the ring, give me all access back.
Oh, damn.
You know, choose your battles. But,
choose your battles. Okay.
Yeah, Puerto Rican chick tried to hit on me. I'm sitting over at Starbucks, working on some content, for the show, Vendor Chronicles, trying to update one of our episodes. And she comes out. And for some reason that day, all the black people were sitting outside. under the little awning, right in front of the camp.
Okay.
And so she got this little gay dude with her. So she comes out and I'm trying to be left alone because I'm just trying to have an hour to myself to just do something.
Get something done.
Get something done. She starts talking to me, and then after about, a couple little small talk, you could tell when a woman's starting to flirt with you.
Right.
Like, okay, she's into me. So she said something like, oh, this must be the Negro section. All the black people were sitting outside that day.
Okay. She said this must be the Negro section.
The Negro section. These are her exact words.
Okay.
This must
that doesn't seem like much of a pickup line.
This must be the Negro section.
Okay.
And then you hear a little gay friend go, a little chuckle, right? And I'm trying my best to ignore them, Shay, but they still going. So he looks at her. He says, what he said? He said, well, if it is the Negro section, you're not welcome because you Puerto Rican. So you might want to say this the colored section. He said something along those lines to her. I'm like, oh man, these people are nuts.
The gay guy was black, right?
The gay guy was black.
Okay,
he was black.
Right.
She was Puerto Rican.
Okay, all right.
And she said something else, whatever, like F you or whatever. Then I had my Hustle and Pop shirt on. She said, oh, Hustle and Pop. she still fucking try to get me to bite. She tried to get me to bite. You know what I'm saying? So I said, yeah, I do popcorn. I'm set up across the street or whatever. We start at 12 o'clock. Give my little spiel. She's like, oh, well, follow me on Instagram. So she gets up and brings me her phone and kind of get close to me. And she said, ooh, you got some beautiful eyes. She say, you look like a blue-nosed pit bull. I said, that's a first.
Blue-nosed pit bull.
Then she get closer and see my eyes. She was like, your eyes are gray. I was like, if you say so. I'm acting dumb. Yeah, I got a little color to my eyes if you look at them.
Okay.
Know. And she's like, you look like Beethoven. You know who Beethoven is? I guess he's some big rap producer.
Okay.
You could tell this girl is a little rough around. Let's just say rough around the edges.
A little rough
around the edges. Like
not all the way ratchet.
She
was getting close.
I bet she got more than 3 baby daddies. Had tattoos, all over. And she say, "Oh, what's your name?" I say, "My name's Q." She's like, "Ooh, my baby daddy named Q. Them Qs ain't no good. He ain't seen this kid since they was born." Like she's cracking me up, man. And I'm like, oh, damn. She's like, you got any kids? I say, yes, I got kids. I have 4 to be exact. I have an 18-year-old all the way down to an 8-month-old. She said, oh, you still stroking. I said, this fucking lady is insane. I said, yeah, I'm still strong down south. I don't got no complaints, And she's like, they all with the same mama? I said, yes, they with my wife. We've been married for 18 years. And that's when the conversation kind of
okay. At least she took the, okay.
And she walked away.
Okay.
And left me be. But she was funny as hell, Shay.
That's
I just had to throw that little story out. You brought up Puerto Rican, man.
Puerto Rican.
Yes. Damn. That's how my Sunday went. My Sunday morning.
What a Sunday morning.
Getting
ready for the market and some ratchet Puerto Rican chickens hitting on you.
Ratchet Puerto Rican chicks trying to hit.
Talking about you look like a blue-nosed pit bull.
Look like a blue-nosed pit bull.
I'm going to start saying that
was her exact words. I said, damn, that's a first one.
Every time I see you, I'm going to be like, you look like a blue-nosed pit bull.
I told my wife about it, so, I don't have no problem sharing this. I was like, honey, you won't believe this damn lady trying to hit on me at the damn Starbucks.
That's too funny.
It's funny.
Never know what you're finding.
And I don't mind playing around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll play around.
Okay.
But that's as far as it's going to go.
Of course.
Because I just like to fuck with people anyway.
Right.
And then somehow just swindle in, my wife of 18 years. Or, just throw it in there eventually.
Watch him walk off.
Damn,
another one. He looked like a good one, too. He looked like he pays his child support.
That's exactly what she's looking for. Somebody there put on child support.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. Can't play that.
Nah.
Let's open this show.
Let's do it, brother.
Coming to you now from that 86 Kid studio, deep in the heart of underground, Huntsville, Alabama. It's the man with the plan, Q the messenger, our illustrious producer, Kevin the Boss Man Richardson. And they call me Shane the Brain, and this is Vendor Chronicles. Let's go.
Let's go, Shane. Let's go.
We're officially open, ready for business, here to serve, here to enlighten. What do we say? Straighten your spine and open your mind for the wisdom coming from Vendor Chronicles.
That's what you call it, brother.
It's everyday wisdom. It's the kind of wisdom that says, listen, you can put a guard on the saw, but just don't stick your hand in there.
Just don't stick your
Just
hand
don't stick
in
your
there.
hand in there. Then you'll never get cut.
That makes too much sense.
Pay attention. Don't push towards the blade. What's the matter with you?
Yep.
Come on, man.
Or use your little push stick.
Use a push stick.
When you got to get close to the blade like
that. Put a jack right there. I put a frame stand right there next to the jack.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're just pulling a tire off, but your foot might be under there.
Hey,
just put a frame stand. It won't take 2 minutes.
It's that simple.
Life does not have to be as complicated as we make it.
I saw a hack the other day with a jack. Dude jacked up his truck, right? Had one of the 3-ton floor jacks.
Right.
He put the jack up under the jack itself, the hydraulic jack, as opposed to jacking up both sides of the vehicle. He supported the jack stand with the hydraulic, or supported the hydraulic jack with the jack stand. That makes sense what I'm saying? The jack stand has a little arm. Right. As you jack it up, then he put the jack there.
Just so the arm couldn't come down on.
And now the jack can't even come down.
No way it could.
I was like, damn, that's a little life hack.
That's not a bad idea.
If you're just changing the tire, you don't plan on being up under there real long
you're not
anyway.
Gonna be shaking it out, whatever.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
That's not a bad idea.
Life hack right there.
One of the nice things about that old van is I don't have to jack it up to change the oil.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful thing.
I can just slide underneath of there.
A car that's at least 18 inches off the ground.
Yep.
You can just ease on in there.
Slide up under there, change the oil real quick. Doesn't take but a minute.
Oil filter easy to get to?
Easy to get to. Yep.
Good. That's very good.
Yep. Pretty happy about that. Old school engineer when they knew you were going to work on your car.
And it was simple.
And
they gave you room.
And they gave you room and you understood what was going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
I miss those days. Today's cars are better, but
are they?
I like my 94.
You think today's car is going to make it 200,000-300,000 miles?
Oh, yeah.
I doubt it.
Depends on the car. I still think if you buy you a little Honda, you're going to get 250 out of it if you take care of it.
Okay, I agree.
Maybe not a Chevrolet.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe not a Chevrolet.
If you get you a little Honda, a Toyota, you should leave. If you change the oil,
probably even a Mazda,
you might get.
You'll probably be okay. Maybe a Ford. I had a Ford Escort that had 320 on it, and this lady rear-ended me, and the insurance company was like, "Nope,
it ain't worth shit."
Nope, gave me a few thousand and moved on.
Was it a 2-door Escort?
4-door
hatchback.
Little 4-door hatchback.
The 4-door hatchback.
4-door hatchback. It was a nice little car. I had a 5-speed.
What color was it?
It was black.
Okay.
Yep. No. That one was blue. I had a 2-door, black 2-door Escort.
My dad had
it. Was pretty well ragged out, but the 4-door Escort was a great little car. Great car.
Man, I remember the Escorts back in the day. Yeah. My dad had one. He had the 2-door GT.
That little version. GT was
like
quick.
a little baby Mustang.
And it would get up and go.
Looked like a little baby.
You get it with a 5-speed?
Fox body. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a little 5-speed in it. Yeah.
Get that with a little 5-speed and tack it up a little bit.
I remember he had that car as a kid, man. That was a cool little
fun
car.
Little car.
Yep. And then I know my grandma had a friend had one of the older Escorts that had like the wood paneling look to it.
Oh, yeah.
You remember those ones?
Yep. Way back.
Way back. Yeah, like an 80s, like a
Escorts were good cars,
80s,
man.
Yeah. Looked like a little baby station wagon.
Yeah. Yep. Good cars though.
Damn. They just don't build cars like they used to.
No.
Something happened, I would say, after 2005.
You know what I think?
I think some happened with.
I think we came up with so many government mandates on whether it's like safety or whether it's fuel economy or whatever it was. I think we came up with so many different mandates that it became so expensive to make a car that they had to cut corners somewhere. Or they had to cut corners to make weight or, whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. Instead of just making the best car we can possibly make,
I think cars were at their best in that late 90s, early 2000s.
You might be right.
You still see a lot of cars from that era, that late 90s, early 2000s.
That's definitely when trucks started to go to hell.
You still see trucks?
From that time, yeah.
From that time.
You still see a lot of 80s model trucks.
Mm-hmm.
On the road.
And you could swap an engine out in a day.
Yep. No big deal.
No big deal.
I'd love to have an old square body Chevrolet.
Oh man, you can swap motor out quick.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to have one of those.
You can even rebuild the motor if you wanted to.
You can. Yep. That Vice Grip Garage guy's got a complete tear down and rebuild of a 302 on his channel.
I watched, I think, one of the episodes.
If you had a little bit of a...
He got it chromed out. He got it kind of tricked out, though. He said it's low budget, but I'm like, ain't shit low budget about that motor he done.
You talking about that 400 big block that he built?
It's nice. It's a chrome. I mean, he got it tricked. It's a tricked out motor.
I know which one you're talking
anybody
about.
can do this in there. I'm like, oh, you got some parts on that motor.
Yeah, you got a little money in that.
You got a little money on that motor. The motor might be from the junkyard, but you done slap some nice parts on it, whether they're sponsored or whatever the case may be.
That dude's living the life, isn't he?
He is, man. It's amazing he go pull something that's been sitting in a shed or out in the field for 30 years and drive it.
You know, and it's fun to watch those videos,
miles.
but imagine that 1,000-mile drive in some piece of crap that the wipers may not
work. He done had some piece of crap.
It's breaking down here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, those videos make it seem real cool, but that hour and a half, was 2 days.
I think he does it by himself, too. I think he's like doing, I'm like, he can afford a camera crew if he really wanted one. Even just someone to hold the camera for him. That'll be where I would go. Like, you don't got to help me with nothing. You don't got to.
It wouldn't hurt to have a chase car.
Me. You don't even got to do that because that's going to take away, I think, the authenticity of what he's built.
And there's been times where you saw him walking.
But at least you can hold his camera, though.
Right.
While at a bad angle or something. Right. Somebody to hold a camera for him.
Imagine the amount of work that it takes to edit those videos and take all the videos,
Now, I bet he got someone doing that for him.
Yeah, I bet
at this point. He don't got time to sit down.
But even just taking the videos, you're all by yourself.
Cut the videos now.
Your car broke down on the side of the road. You're trying to drive this hoopty 1,000 miles that, it didn't even run 2 days ago. And
no brakes.
No brakes.
I drive a car with no
heater.
I got enough
window.
brakes there. I'm like,
And then when it breaks down, not only do you have to get out and fix it, but you got to set up a camera and record the whole thing. Make sure you got it and be in the scene. And you got to have a good attitude about it.
And you got to have a good attitude about it.
Yeah, that guy's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing what he's done, man.
It is.
To see where he came from. And
started in his garage with his iPhone.
Yep. And see where he's at now.
Isn't that wild?
One day.
He started out just like us with nothing.
Yeah. And you don't know what it might spawn into.
You never know. Now he's got a whole.
But the potential is unlimited. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, our potential for growth is
absolutely
unlimited.
Which is, we had a conversation earlier at the coffee shop about the economy and how tough it is to, it is tough out there and it's a struggle, but at the same time, there's opportunity now that never existed before.
Correct.
Like this here. You can start your own thing. But we have to get out of, as a society, as a, country, whatever you want to say, we have to get out of the mindset that the only way to get ahead is to go to work for the man. And
I think that's dying the man's for the start. It ain't going to be no work to go to here.
I think there's going to be.
With AI and.
I think there's going to be two kinds of people. I think there's going to be people that are plugged into the corporations.
Is the word I'm looking for, the advent of automation.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things automation can't do. We're still going to need plumbers. We're still going to need electricians.
We're talking trades. Yeah, you still going to need somebody to run that damn
We're still going to need the trades.
Read that schematic, tell you what.
Now, if you're writing code, I suggest you get a new education quick.
You better start learning
You need to see the writing on the wall because AI is going to take over writing code. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that with the rise of AI and the things that it's going to be able to do, the trades are going to become even more important. Somebody's got to clean out a clogged toilet.
Yep.
Somebody's got to build a house.
Snake that toilet.
Somebody got to snake it.
Where's your main at, sir?
Ain't no AI that's going to be able to do that, But I think we need to prepare for
what's coming.
Right. And I think
if you are in those jobs like you're talking about, you need to learn how to start using AI to your advantage, maybe.
Exactly.
Now I can do the work of 10 people, just me. Yeah. I can start my own coding firm.
Instead of worrying about your job.
I learn how to dial in how to use this AI. I can be, You
remember
I can do the work of 10 people. What used to take one person days or hours. I can create something quick.
You ever heard the term Luddite?
A Luddite?
A Luddite, Luddite.
Never.
So a Luddite, the term has come to mean anybody that rejects modern technology.
That's a Luddite.
A Luddite. So remember the Unabomber living in his little cabin in Montana? He might be described as a Luddite. It's kind of a general term now, but it came about from a group of people. And I can't remember. I don't want to act like I researched the story tonight or whatever. But it was a group of people that were protesting cotton gins. Before this, cotton was separated by hand, and they had to pay people to do this. And Eli Whitney invented the cotton gin, and now the cotton gin could do the work of 10 men or whatever. And those 10 men were out of a job. And so they got together and formed their little secret society or whatever. And long story short, they started sneaking in, breaking into these factories and busting up cotton gins. If you bought a cotton gin, they would go in and destroy it, maybe burn your factory down or whatever. And
they took our jobs.
They took our jobs. AI is just the new cotton gin.
Yeah, AI the new cotton gin.
Figure out a way to use it to your advantage. Look, nobody gets
trying to go stop it.
Yeah, good luck trying to stop it. So you might as well do something.
Tangible where you can just find someone who just bought a new cotton gin and just go burn them up or whatever. But yeah,
and any new groundbreaking technology there's gonna be a price to pay for it. But in the long term, it made a whole difference having a cotton gin. That made a huge difference in.
I think it might be a double-edged sword with this AI thing, though.
Could be
because a lot of people's not gonna be able to adapt to it.
True that. That's true.
Who's going to be able to afford the technologies that comes with this new AI? Because we don't have the jobs like we used to, where I can go to afford whatever the advantages of this AI. Even from the larger corporations, okay, we finna cut 5 million jobs. Who's going to be able to buy a product?
Well, my answer to that would be twofold. The first answer we already gave. Figure out a hustle, figure out a new way to educate yourself.
Everybody's
figure out a way
to
use
out
AI to your advantage. But to the second point, or the second way of looking at it, I guess, once you've got these companies that are so big, whether it's Amazon, whether it's whatever it may be,
the product's going to have to get cheaper.
Well, the products are going to have to get cheaper, but now you've got one company that makes a decision to adopt a certain technology, and it's not 100 people in your local village that lost their job, or 10 people because of a cotton gin. Now it's 5 million.
5 million
that have lost
people.
their jobs all at one time. And, excuse me, I got the hiccups.
Got the hiccups.
Those people can certainly adapt and hiccups.
The hiccups.
But those people can adapt and change and figure out a way to make a living, but it's going to take quite some time.
Think so, and
it's not going to be immediate. And so, how do we assimilate those people to make sure they're okay?
It's going to have to get cheaper. The stuff that the AI produce is going to have to get significantly cheaper. Where even if I don't make a lot of money, I can still afford it. Are they going to factor in that?
I don't know.
That labor cost that they're not having to pay no more.
Well,
and factor that into whatever that product,
factor it into Jeff Bezos's
whatever that little whatever they're building.
They factored into Bezos's,
Correct. Eventually, who's going to be able to buy this shit?
The thing that
something's going to have to shake.
The catch-22 is that if you start making laws, okay, let's say those 5 million people, we make a law that says if you lay off in mass, 100,000 people or more, or whatever the number is, 10,000 or more, whatever it is, if you lay off that many people, there's certain stipulations. Like you got to pay them a salary for a year and help them re-educate, or you know what I'm saying? You could make a law saying something similar to that, craft it however you wanted to craft it.
Right.
But now you're going back to government redistribution of wealth, which seems like a good idea, and in a lot of ways it is. I just don't know where you draw the line.
It worked with the New Deal. I mean,
it worked with the New Deal.
It worked back then.
It certainly did.
I think we're kind of seeing that same turning of what was going on back then to now in modern times.
You may be right.
We're in that cycle, that turning.
But I will say overall, we're better off now than we talked about my great grandmother, who I knew just a little bit, born in the early 1900s sometimes, maybe 05, maybe 1910, somewhere in there early.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And the average person, I think, back then was worse off than the average person is now.
The average person a lot stupider too back then.
That's true. That's a good point.
Knowledge-wise. I bet they could probably live like a mother. You put me back then, I'd be like a fucking fish out of water.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Back then, I was,
They were very ignorant. They're
very ignorant people
Ignorant
back
people.
then,
not because they were necessarily stupid, although some of them were.
1 out of every 5 could read, probably.
But, yeah, if you never learned how to read.
What was literacy back then?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if my grandmother, my great-grandmother could read. I have no idea. It wouldn't surprise me if she couldn't.
Probably could.
A girl growing up in the early 1900s, her education
you don't need
wasn't,
no book. You need to learn how to
You need to learn how to make biscuits.
Biscuits, yeah.
Kill a chicken.
Yeah, kill a damn chicken.
My grandmother could kill a chicken.
And keep that supper hot.
Yep.
And
do whatever else your husband says to do because he owns you.
Yeah, he owns
You're his property.
Mm.
He can beat you with a stick on the courthouse steps or whatever.
You think women like to be owned?
Owned?
Hey, I don't know the better way to say it. Like, do your wife likes you to say you're my wife? That's mine's right there.
Oh, for sure.
They like to be possessed. I think
my wife.
I think it turns them on
to a point.
But then when you talking about it, like, oh yeah, you can take it a little too far. Like I own her, like I own a car, like I own my car out there, my vehicle, right. Or that damn, yeah.
My wife and I've been
but
married.
They like to be possessed. I want to be someone's. I want to be married. I
want
that
belong
ring,
to somebody. Yeah.
That ball and chain around my finger.
Yep. It's not a ball and chain to them. To them, it's freeing. I think that's biological.
Okay.
Well, a woman bears a child for 9 months. You might as well be bearing that child for the next several years because they require constant attention from somebody.
Constant attention.
You can't bear a child for 9 months and then have toddlers around and not be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to be, there's got to be a protector of some sort. And there was a time when physical strength was the only thing that mattered. Were you strong enough to fight off the defenders? Were you strong enough to chop the firewood, build us a cabin, whatever it may be? Physical strength was the premium commodity. There was nothing better than physical strength.
Yeah.
And so biologically speaking, it made sense for a woman to have a man so that those things could be taken care of while she raises the family. You can't chop firewood while you're chasing a 2-year-old, and I think I think it's just biological, and we are where we came from. Mm-hmm. I think it's changing some. Obviously, a woman.
No, it doesn't change more than some.
But the feeling of wanting to be protected is still there. But the feeling of wanting to be protected is still there.
Yes.
They do want to be liberated.
They want to be. They got it there. They got to be. They could really choose who they want to be protected by.
But they want. That's a good point.
Back then, there wasn't a lot of choice in it.
That's true.
You got a whole lot more choice now.
And you lived in a small town where there's probably only 4 or 5 boys.
Correct.
Anyways.
You better choose
one of those 4 or 5 and hope they're good.
Boys, yeah. Hope they're good.
That's a good point. That's a lot of pressure on young men now.
Oh man.
And back then, you could be a young man as long as you were strong.
Oh man,
you were a good catch.
You were a good catch.
Yeah. He's got a strong back. He can go work in the factory. And,
correct. He gonna provide for me.
Have a heart attack at 55, but we'll let him work himself to death so the family eats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I do think they like to be
winds of change.
Winds of change.
The winds of change. Yeah, women do like to be possessed.
I wonder what it'd be like.
That's one thing. That's one of them things you could tell your son. Shit, your dad should have told you.
Shit, your dad should have told you.
It turns your old lady on when you possess her. It sounds diabolical, but trust me, it's true. You my wife. Get your ass over here, girl. They like that shit, man. I mean, shit, your dad should have told you.
It is what it is.
I mean, they do. I'm speaking from a married man.
For sure.
I know women like
Been married 18 years.
Been married 18 years.
Got something to say about
the psyche of a woman.
The psyche of a woman.
You got to be the right guy, though.
You do have to be the right guy.
You can't just walk up any girl and be like,
and
you my wife. You might get kicked in the nuts. You got to be careful.
If you're going to have that, you better be bringing home the bacon.
You better be, you better be that dude. You better be taking care of business.
Yeah, that goes both ways. A woman doesn't want to be possessed or owned by a man that
paying the mortgage and blowing her back out.
Make excuse
doing what you got to do.
All the above.
All the above.
Better be food in the fridge.
Yep. Belly's full.
Yep. Kids better have a room to sleep in. Yep. It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street.
It really is.
Hey, man, it's not easy being the king. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
It's true.
It is true. But I've always preferred to.
Shit hits the fan. They're going to be looking at you.
Oh,
a round of applause.
A little round of applause for Cue the Message. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
I could be a little diabolical.
But I'd rather wear it.
Yeah. Somebody got to wear it.
Somebody got to wear it, and I'd rather wear it.
And I'd rather wear it. Yeah. Okay.
I'll go ahead and be in charge.
I'm going down with the ship.
So how's business, man?
Last week,
summertime.
I did 2 events last week. I did my excuse me. I got the burps. I done caught the hiccups.
The hiccups. I gave them to you.
I done caught the hiccups. I did 2 events last week. I did Saturday and Sunday. And transparency, I almost made about $1,000 in 2 days, for 8 hours of work.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't too bad. It's hard to beat. Yeah. I ain't really worked that hard last week, almost made $1,000, so That's not factoring expenses and fuel and
Of course.
all that shit.
Yeah. That's gross.
Yeah.
People out there realize we don't get to keep all that $1,000.
You don't get to keep all that $1,000.
You're lucky if you get to keep half of it.
Yeah.
Really. You got to pay to set up wherever you're at.
Correct.
You got to rent the space.
Correct.
10 by 10 piece of asphalt might cost you $100. Might cost a lot more than that.
Depending on the event.
Depending on where you are. That one in Ann Arbor cost $800.
Shit.
For a 10 by 10 space on the street,
Before
$800.
you make a dime.
That's before you make a dime. You ain't even got there yet. You ain't even cranked the car up.
Damn.
Yep.
You gonna do it again next year though?
Yep.
It was worth it.
Yep. I'm going back.
Yeah. As long as it was worth it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. That's good. I done had some of them events go sour too. You pay a good penny to be there and be like,
for sure. I had a couple this year that were rained out.
Man.
I lost money a couple times this year.
Man.
Yep.
That's a kick
I had
in the damn nuts.
I had a 3-day event that got rained out completely. Whole thing. Rained out. Yep.
And they don't give your money back.
You don't get your money
You
back.
don't get your money
Nope.
back.
Nope. But when the weather's beautiful and the event goes great and you make good money, you don't owe them extra money either. You know, so
that is true.
You know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street.
It's always a
It's
two-way
always
street.
a two-way street.
Everything is a two-way
It
street.
damn sure is.
Too many people think they live on a one-way street.
Nah, this one go both ways.
You better look both ways.
This
It's traffic
is
coming.
bisexual.
You will get.
This one go either way you want. It can swing either way, depending on the day.
To the messenger, you're a bastion of wokeness, sir.
A bastion of wokeness. It's a bisexual street.
A bisexual street. There you go. Look both ways, ladies and gentlemen.
You better stop.
Because just when you thought the traffic was going good, it's AI coming the other way.
Run your ass
Gotcha.
over a Tesla. A damn whatever. On autopilot.
They never even stop. There's nobody driving the car. When you went to Vegas, did you ride that little tram that'll take you from one end of the strip to the other?
We walked.
It's all automated. There's no driver on it. Pulls up the stop. You get in, close, whatever. Yep. It talks to you, Now we are traveling south.
Now I did see automated cars there. That was driving
driverless cars.
Driverless cars. I think they were still in like their beta testing because it was someone sitting in the passenger seat.
Okay.
As they was driving around. I don't think they were picking up people yet.
Think they got a brake pedal over there?
You would hope so.
I would hope so. Imagine you're sitting in the seat. It's a driverless car. And you don't have a brake pedal, no way to control it all. You're just monitoring it, and it plows into a building.
It better be emergency shut off in that damn thing or something.
Surely there's got to be
something.
Yeah, there's
in case of emergency, break glass. Something in that
something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, self-destruct.
I think that's one of the things I'll be a damn Unabomber about.
Be a Unabomber. Wait a minute.
Like the Lubbocks or whatever you call them.
Luddites.
Luddites or whatever the hell you call them.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, the Unabomber killed a bunch of innocent.
I don't think I can get
people.
with. I'm talking about how he lived.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't think
you.
I can get with the technology on that one. I'll be a Luddite. That was a bad metaphor, but yeah, I ain't trying to kill nobody.
No. A man of peace.
Yeah, I am a man of peace and love.
Man of peace and love.
Peace and love.
Love and happiness.
Love and happiness.
Something that'll make you do wrong. Make you do right. Shout out Al Green.
Yeah. Damn. Love and happy. Man, that song get the thumping. You ever just had that song going? You be like,
yep.
That damn beat.
Yep. They don't make music like that anymore. It doesn't seem. I'm sure there is, but it just doesn't seem like it.
I'm going to listen to that on the way home tonight.
Love and happiness.
Oh, man.
I can hear it now.
That boy get the thumping. Boom.
Shout out Al Green.
Shout out Al Green.
So good, we got to shout him out twice.
Yeah. That's good stuff, man.
Well, I'm building inventory right now.
Okay.
I'm spending a lot of time in my shop getting ready for the Yellow Daisy Festival in Atlanta. Hoping it's going to be a good one.
Wow.
Going solo this time for the first time ever. I've never done it solo.
How many days? It's
a 4-day show, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll have to be there on Wednesday to set up.
So you get there like Wednesday evening, night?
No, I'll get there sometime early afternoon. I'll have a time, that you're supposed to check in.
Okay.
So it'll probably be, it's usually early afternoon, maybe in the morning. I don't know. But I'll go over and set up, and then, I'll be there by myself for the first time. The first year Madeline was here, Jessica and Madeline didn't go, but a couple of local vendor friends of ours, shout out Jason and Lindsay, Furry Hippie Beard Company, and Luna Moth Candle Company.
Yep.
So I had some company. We all hung out at nighttime, went out to eat, but this time I'll be Stealth camping in the van and running solo.
Solo bolo.
Solo bolo.
Oh, man.
Just me and the big black beast.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Trying to come up with a good name for that van, but
you
everything.
Still ain't came up with a name for it.
No, nothing really grabs me.
I have a hard time naming my vehicles, too.
I've never really been one to.
Name my vehicles.
No, I not really have.
Yeah.
But that van, just the story behind it, everything that happened with it, I'm like, maybe I should give it a name. Maybe Karma
it's
will.
Deserving of a name.
Deserving of a name. I've put 10,000 miles on it.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, for what I paid for it, I'm pretty happy, And it ran flawlessly to Michigan and back, so.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get your money out of that damn thing.
I feel like I pretty much already have.
Yeah, you have. Shit, you probably going to drive for a few more years, too.
Honestly speaking.
That's doing the minimum. I bet you can drive another few fucking
I'm hoping
2-3 years.
I'm hoping to. Yep.
Doing the bare minimum to it.
And with this one, just because of the circumstances, had I not bought that van when I did, I would have lost even more money on that show I was in Birmingham. Remember, the whole thing happened in the middle of a show or trying to get to a show. And so it kind of was just a wash because I would have made zero money that weekend had I not bought the van.
You would have been out of money.
Well, I was already out money.
You was already out the money.
And I'm already, I still was out money. But
Yeah.
by buying that van then and making the last 2 days of the shows, I made the price of the van back.
Right.
So,
So it was almost a net zero.
It was almost a net zero. I mean, I
Net
still lost
zero.
money
You probably
and still
lost a
lost
little
the
bit.
income for sure.
Correct.
The loss of that income was, that was a pretty good hit right there at Christmas time. But, you soldier on. What are you going to do? Hustle. Every day I'm hustling.
Hustling. That's it.
Oh, Rick Ross. He ripped his name off of a drug dealer. I think we talked about that.
They call me Big Meech. Ooh.
I don't know
Larry Hoover. Whip and work. Hallelujah.
I don't know.
Bars.
Man, did we shout out Ozzy since we're talking about musicians? Did we even talk about the fact that Ozzy
we talked about
died?
him last
Did we talk about it?
last
All
podcast?
right.
I think he came up. Oh, Ozzy. Oh, kick the bucket on
Kick
me.
the bucket.
Damn, you gotta go.
Wow, to think
You
the
gotta
Prince
go
of
one.
Darkness.
You gotta go one day. Shane.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. That's a good.
Princes, kings, queens.
Yep.
Everybody dies.
We're getting to the age now where we're seeing people around us that are.
Everybody dies.
We're going to die.
I'm definitely gonna die.
We are going to die. That's a wild, when you get to a certain point where you can, like, intellectually, you always know you're going to die.
You're gonna die.
But once you start hitting 40, 45, you start realizing how personal it is.
Hey, you can't be afraid to
One
live
day,
and afraid to die, Shane.
I'm going to be sitting on the toilet like
So
Elvis.
which one you gonna do? Hope
Might
I'm
as well
not
live.
Taking a shit. Yeah, you might as well live.
Might as well live.
You might as well live. You can't be afraid to live and afraid to die.
What's that song from Pinkbeard?
But most people are.
They won't remember I died, but they'll remember I lived.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be a news story about when I died, but you're going to know when I'm alive. I'm going to make sure you know.
Correct. I'm gonna leave this motherfucker in a bang. I don't know how yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
If you could sum up in one sentence what you would like people to say about you when you're gone, that's kind of putting you on the spot. What would you want people to say? He was a good guy. He never owed me money.
Or that motherfucker owe me money. That's what it is.
I hope that's what they
he
say.
owed
at my
me
funeral.
money.
I hope everybody that comes by.
I
is
get
like,
out of here, damn.
You owed me $50.
Not paying none of my debts.
He owed me $75.
He owed me money.
What was that?
I don't know what I the one sentence. Oh man, he. I don't know, Shay. He made a difference. Whatever that difference could be. Could owe that motherfucker some money.
How about
he made a difference?
He was kind.
He was kind.
I don't know.
Being kind is free.
Being kind is free, and everybody can do it, but not everybody does.
But not everybody does. Yeah, that don't take no damn money.
Don't take any money. Doesn't really take much effort most of the time.
Don't take much effort.
Just don't be an asshole. That's half of the step.
Don't be an asshole.
That's half of the step to being kind right there. Just don't be an asshole.
Oh, man.
I saw a phrase one time said, of all the things in the world you could be, and you chose to be an asshole.
You chose to be a damn asshole. Damn. Asshole's not pretty either.
Nope. Ain't nothing good about it.
Ain't that good about it.
Just keep it to yourself.
Smelly, hairy,
Just keep it to yourself.
Smelly, hairy, depending on the damn individual.
Holy cow.
You know. Sweaty, dark.
Radio edit.
I'm just talking. Yeah, he made a difference. I want to make a difference. I want to leave I want to hope I make an impact on this world.
I'm better off because he was here.
Oh, I'm better off because of him.
I'm better off because of him. I would hope there's at least a few people that would say that. I'm better off because of him.
Get your flowers. Most people don't get their flowers while they're alive, though.
That's true.
It would be, say you do die, you a spirit or whatever, you come back, you can just at least look down on your funeral and what people got to say, and before you
see how many flowers you got.
See how many flowers you get.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you do. Maybe you stick around for a minute.
I don't want to leave nothing open. I want to be able to mend all relationships.
All accounts closed.
All accounts closed. But before I go, I want to have all squared away.
When the ship lifts, all debts are paid.
All debts are paid.
When you're ready to go, everything's tightened up.
Everything's tightened up. Easy transition. I already have my will wrote out.
Yep.
I don't want to put that pressure on no one to have to figure out what to do with me or how they going to afford to bury me or anything. I want all that shit already taken care of.
When my grandmother on my mother's side passed, she had everything paid for already.
Yep.
Matter of fact, there was a chunk of money left over.
Responsible about it.
After everything was said and done, there was a chunk of money left over, and they paid travel expenses for everybody that went up there.
Wow.
Because there was enough money left over for that. Apparently, it had to be spent on funeral related. There was a tax issue.
Grandma.
But anything.
Crossed her eyes and dotted her T's.
Crossed her eyes and dotted her T's.
When it came to her burial.
Yep.
How old did she live to be?
She was 99.
You got a lot of time to figure it out.
Yep.
At 99.
Yep. She had it figured out. And they were.
At 40, 50, you still, you dragging your feet about it. But I think
they were
once
never.
You live years like that, you really. Yeah. You done seen a lot of death.
You done seen enough to know what's really important.
What's really important, yeah. You done had time to figure out. Or you done seen how ugly it can be, too.
That's true.
When you don't have all your ducks in a row.
That's true.
All your rows in a duck.
All your rows in a duck.
Yeah.
Well, our daughter's middle name is named after her. She was a very sweet person. And that was my wife's idea. Her and my grandmother, they didn't, they lived in Michigan. We didn't see them much.
The twin grandmother you talked about? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she was sweet. Shout out Ruby Samuelson.
Shout out Ruby Samuelson.
A life well lived. A simple life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you look on the grand scale. She made 99. She came home every night. Not came home. When my grandfather came home every night, he had dinner ready.
If I make 99, I want to make 100. I think I'd be stubborn enough to be like, I'm going to die on my 100th birthday.
Just to be 100?
Just to be 100. But I done made it this far.
You'll make it in the papers if you hit 100.
You get about 89, you're like, okay, God, I got 11 years, and you're on your last leg.
I don't know you might as well just say,
let it go. Yeah, but damn, you make 99, like, look, I'm gonna try to squeeze out.
Might as well hang in there.
I might as well hang in there. I want to do. I got a buddy whose dad just died. This past Sunday. When did his dad die? He worked Friday, I think, and I went Thursday. I went and hung out with him. His dad was in hospice.
Okay.
And you could just tell how it affect people, the death, but it's one of those things people don't like to talk about.
Right.
Especially in families. Like, y'all know Granny's going to die.
Right.
If we know Granny's not all the way there, let's say they got dementia or something, what are our plans when Granny do die?
Right.
We need to have this ironed out as a family. We don't need to let that moment come. And then now we got to try to raise money or GoFundMe or who's doing this,
right.
XYZ. I think that's just something that comes with maturity. I think the elders of the family should have those things figured out if Granny can't handle it herself.
Right. Somebody needs to step in and make sure things are taken care of.
Make sure things are taken care of. The elder statesmen, so whoever of the family. As a man, in my family, I'm only 40, and I'm one of the elder statesmen in my family already.
Oh, wow.
From a man's point of view.
Sure.
Not many men still living in my family. Older men than me. Which I'm like, damn, that's crazy. We have a lot of older women.
right
in the family. But men wise, I think it's like I could direct bloodline. I can, on my mom's side, there's only one other man that's older than me. That's my mom's younger brother. He's 10 years older than me.
Okay.
I'm the oldest grandchild from my grandmother out of all of them. Okay. I was the first grandchild.
The first grandchild.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm already one of the oldest guys in my family. Which is crazy.
It is crazy.
I'm the elder.
It's wild to look around and realize you're in that position.
I'm in that position at 40.
All of a sudden now you're,
that don't seem that old.
You used to be
in that position. Yeah, I'm not the kid.
But you're used to being the kid, and all of a sudden now you realize, you're one of the shot callers.
One of the chiefs, as it were, of the family.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown. So, yeah.
But if you can make a difference, I was better off because he was here.
I hope so.
There you go.
Hope they listen to me.
Lead your family in the right direction.
I can say a lot of diabolical shit, Shane. That sounds diabolical.
Right.
But it's true.
Example.
Like, women like to be possessed.
Okay.
If I was talking to my son, I'm talking to my son, he's 17, 18 years old. I'm talking to my 18-year-old son about to go off to college. Hey,
right.
Watch out for these women. All they want is your man juice.
They want that check. Looking for that check.
They looking for that check. Women diabolical. They might say one thing, but do a totally another thing.
It's true.
I'm just talking women, women.
Sure.
You 18, you're a good looking kid. You about to go off to college. You're finna be surrounded by a lot of hotties.
Think about your future.
Think about the future. If you don't do it, wrap the thing up.
Don't mean you can't have a little fun. But
don't
think
mean
about
you can't
your future.
have a little fun.
Think about your future.
And make sure you have consent.
Make sure.
Please have. Matter of fact, you might want to get a piece of paper out and have her sign that you agree.
Double, triple check. Make sure you have consent.
Double, triple check.
Especially in
make
this.
Make sure you have consent.
Yep.
Because they want your man juice. But you say that to him, he might, man, my dad is fucking nut. But it's the truth.
It's the truth.
Man, my dad diabolical.
Some crazy folks out there.
There's some crazy folks out there,
True.
So just little advice like that, just life advice like that.
Little things.
Little things.
The little things make all the difference.
That sounds fucked up though.
And I think sometimes we forget about the fact that small changes make big changes.
Small changes make big changes.
Especially when you're young.
Or if I'm talking to younger kids.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Let's say I'm talking to, I heard this statistic the other day. You talking to black kids. I'm talking to black kids. Let's say they some third graders.
Okay.
Inner city black kids. I'm going to say, y'all do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Count yourselves out in 3. And I say for every group, at least one of y'all going to go to prison. Statistically.
1 in 3?
1 in 3. Black men go to prison. Statistically. If I'm talking to this third grade class, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. The teachers. This motherfucker's diabolical. No, I'm giving them the facts. If you don't get your shit together, if you still hanging out with Pookie and Ray, if you doing X, Y, Z, your ass going to be shipped off to prison. That's if you lucky.
If you don't die.
If you don't fucking die.
So what's the solution to that?
Shit, Shane, I don't know. It ain't me.
Well, if you was talking to those same third graders, I'm trying
to prevent it.
So what plan you're going to have to give them a roadmap.
You got to give them a roadmap.
You can't tell them there's quicksand without showing them the path around it.
That is true. What is that solution?
I don't know.
Maybe your mom should have kept her legs closed.
That's probably for somebody smarter than me.
Before she had you.
But that's one of those things that a lot of people say is diabolical.
It's going to sound diabolical.
But if you don't have a way to support a child, then why aren't you in 2025?
I'm just giving you statistics. I'm not giving you how to stop it. I'm just telling you what the reality is.
But you got to give people
the reality
a way out
of the situation.
And one of the ways out is don't have a kid when you're still a kid. Don't have a kid when you haven't figured out a plan of at least, if you don't have your own place to stay at minimum, you know what I'm saying? How are you going to have a kid and you're living with mama and daddy?
Uh-huh.
I think that's one of those game changers when you're, you 17 and now all of a sudden you're chasing a toddler instead of chasing an education or whatever it is. Well, you're going to have a hard time getting ahead.
Maybe the solution ain't talking to the third grader. The solution may be talking to the high schooler before they take that path to having that kid.
Right. I mean, I'm just pulling out one. I mean, that's a factor.
This is just where I'm going with it.
There's probably plenty of other things, but I mean, that's probably one of the biggest ones is having children before you're ready. They say having children outside of wedlock. Okay, well, you don't necessarily have to be married to raise a child, but you do need mama and daddy both there. A child support check does not replace daddy.
You need both parents.
You need both parents. A child support check is not a replacement for mama or daddy.
And me being, I wasn't brought up in a conventional 2-parent household.
Right.
I was raised by my mom, and then I seen my dad here and there.
Okay.
So my dad's situation.
Sure.
I got a biological dad and I have a dude I call dad.
Right.
But that was still a fucked up situation.
Sure.
Not having a full-time dad.
Having a full-time dad. Yeah, so every day.
That was one of the things that I was like, I will never do this to my kid.
Right. And you have high ground to stand on because you have 4 children that you have always been there for.
Always been there. Every damn second.
Yeah. You know how difficult it is. You're not being flippant about it.
No.
It's very, very difficult.
But then
man up, dude. Man up.
Some people can go the other way, though. Some people say, shit, ain't my dad wasn't there either. My dad ain't shit, I ain't shit. I never took that mindset of it. I was like, man, I know how it was not having a fucking full-time dad. I'm not fit to do that to someone.
And then you mentioned inner city. Okay, so now you've got kids that are probably exposed to gang life.
Correct.
Selling and buying drugs and what have you. And they not only do they not have a father in the house, but the only grown man that's ever been nice to him or paid him any attention is the local pimp or the local drug dealer or the local gangbanger or whatever it is.
Well, that's who I want to be like.
And that's who they want to be like because this is the only,
who I look up to.
He's got a nice car and he probably gave you some money for some candy or something, knowing that eventually, you're going to be part of his enterprise. And you don't have a dad around to be like, hey, don't take money from that dude.
Don't take.
Don't eat
matter
that
of fact,
candy.
dude, please not give my son
right.
or my whatever more money.
I'm not disrespecting you, but stay away from
what
my
you
children.
do. Just please stay away from my kids.
Yep, especially my daughter.
Correct. But yeah, so that's just one of them things I say could be diabolical.
Sure.
When you start giving people the facts,
but people don't want to. Yeah,
people don't want to listen to the.
Yep.
These are the facts of the matter.
That one change, if we could do something to increase mothers and fathers raising a child together.
Oh man, you need both parents.
That would be such a change in our society. I think.
Oh man,
huge.
Even my kids don't even know what it's not like to have a dad.
Sure.
I know that feeling, or it's not like.
And they definitely have an advantage because of that.
Turn two.
They definitely have an advantage because of that.
They have a big advantage. My ceiling is their floor.
Bars.
But how many kids are? And I'm talking inner city black kids, but it's white kids out there too without dads.
Yeah, it's not as often in the inner city, but I mean,
it hits the white community probably just as much as it hits the black community.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure. Yeah,
just by numbers, sure numbers.
I'm sure.
Even if you probably statistically, I don't know, but
yeah, I don't have any idea. But no matter what your race is,
you need a fucking dad.
You need a dad.
You need your dad.
That's important.
And I think, we could talk systematic issues. Systematically, they kind of took the dads out of. They did take the dads out of the homes. You can't get this Section 8 if a man's living in your house.
That's true.
Shit like that. We're incarcerated at a rate higher than any other fucking race. From a black's perspective. So
why do you think that is? Never mind. I know why you think
we're more policed. Where are most of your police? In the inner city, where are most black people in the inner city? We're definitely more policed than any other population.
I still say that's economic.
Well, what drives crime?
Poverty, for sure. That's my point.
If I'm making $100,000, I'm not robbing nobody.
That's true. You're not buying a crack rock on the street.
I'm not buying a crack. I could be a function of cocaine. I might not be smoking crack, but I probably could do a little toot.
You might be smoking crack. I've known people that make good money.
Richard Pryor fucking still smoked beside, chose to smoke crack.
He could afford the best stuff.
Freebased his crack.
Yeah. They used to call it freebasing cocaine. Now they just call it smoking crack.
You just smoking crack, bro. You're a crackhead.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, like I said,
I do
we're
think it's
definitely
poverty.
more policed.
Yeah, but I think any poor neighborhood is more policed.
A liquor store on every corner.
Check cash in place.
So we got those things to
and somebody
keep
needs to be
us
in the house.
entrapped.
Somebody needs to be in the house that's going to tell these kids some of those. You talking about life advice. Okay, here's one. Don't ever get money from a check cashing place.
Please don't.
That's one step below the gangster.
The interest rate on them damn things.
That
motherfucker, they legal gangsters.
Legal gangsters. That's right.
They're not no one step lower. Them motherfuckers are legal gangsters. Right there in our community.
Yep. Liquor stores. What do you think top 3 indicators you're in a bad neighborhood? Liquor stores, check cashing places,
and fucking.
Would you say pawn shops? I don't know.
No.
I don't have a negative opinion of pawn shops.
I don't got a negative opinion on pawn shops.
I've used pawn shops a number of times.
Yeah.
One thing or another.
Opinion on pawn
I'm glad pawn shops are out there.
You know, you ain't fit to see a pawn shop in a nice community, though.
That's true, though. Yeah.
You're not. Got to throw a church in there. Churches.
But you're going to see a
liquor
church
stores.
You know what? The more churches you have per, area or whatever. You can just
look at a community and know.
If you got one big old church, okay, but if you got 10 little small churches, it might be a poor community.
Yeah. Most segregated day of the week is Sunday.
That's true.
Motherfuckers can't even come together on Sunday to praise Jesus.
Can't even go to church together.
Can't even go to church together.
But that's both sides.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking. Yeah, I'm generalizing.
It's just one of those things we just can't agree on.
I'm not being specific. Yeah.
Yeah. We just can't agree on that.
Yeah, just can't agree on that one.
That's sad. You can't even go to church together.
You can't even go to church together.
And you basically both believe the same God. It ain't like, okay, if you're Hindu, okay, I get that. You can't go to church at a Christian church or whatever. But you got the Baptists and the Methodists, and you got the white Baptists and the black Baptists. And the white Methodists, the black Baptists are, was it AME? That's not Baptist. AME. African Methodist Episcopalian or whatever. You always see the AME church.
I've never been to an AME church before.
And the white church always says, it'd be like First Baptist.
Yeah, the white churches are usually the
First Baptist. Maybe even, depending on the town, maybe Second Baptist even. Yep.
Methodist,
First Baptist, First Methodist. That's white as hell right there.
Yeah, you start to get a little Caucasian.
They got one black dude going to say a prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, look, Calvin, just make it long. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody knows it's a black dude praying. Make sure you stand up. Come on up to the front. Put on a robe, whatever it is. We got to make sure everybody knows we're integrated. You and your family are here.
Y'all welcome.
We'll zoom on them on the internet feed.
Y'all
of the
are welcome
church
here
service.
at our church. I love white churches, man.
But don't clap.
I say I love white churches.
Don't dance during the
church. I like the way white churches do business.
They get it done and get gone.
They get it done.
They get it. White folks get it done.
If we done 11, they done 11.
Done it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't go over.
Don't go over. It's very streamlined.
We set the oven.
It's scheduled.
The timer is ready. Church's supposed to be over at 11:30.
I was like, man,
we're gonna be home by 12:15.
You're gonna be home by 12:15. You get the black church, they catch the Holy Ghost. They get there, man. We all damn day. We get to praise the Lord all day.
You got to have dinner on the grounds because somebody's gonna fall out.
Somebody gonna fall out.
Did I ever tell you about the first time I went to a black funeral out in the country? I used to sell insurance door to door. Poor insurance. I'm not necessarily proud of it because it was not it is what it is. I was a kid. I was, whatever, selling insurance. And a family.
You told me you went to the black house for dinner at one time. They
with the chitlins, and I couldn't eat the chitlins.
You didn't tell about the black funeral.
So, the black what?
Funeral?
I'm sorry. Man.
Funeral, I'm country.
I used to know a guy that he just couldn't get the word funeral out. He'd be like, man, somebody died.
Somebody died.
It was hilarious, man. And he was, he would try to say, it's like, dude, just pick another word to use. We went to a memorial. So I go to this funeral. Anyway, long story short, I know the person who's died, and I know their family, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the funeral. I also had a check for him like a week later. So, that didn't hurt. But this is a country church. Dirt road going into it. You know what I'm saying? This is out in the sticks. And they don't have air conditioning. They got all the windows open.
I've been in them damn churches.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
And I didn't realize, like, when white people have a funeral, we'll cry a little bit, but we keep that shit in check.
Mm-hmm.
We hold it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be stoic.
Y'all get people in the ground quick, too, though. Like.
Oh, yeah.
John died on Monday. Y'all burying him on like a Thursday, Friday.
But we don't hold
y'all
up,
get him
man.
in the ground quick.
We do not hold up.
White people don't play. They might get him in the ground the next day if they could.
You can't wait a week, man. We'll start looking rough.
White people get you in the ground quick.
It's a tough thing. Yeah.
Black people, we'll sit there for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. But we
I
we
guess
don't
black
hold up,
really
man.
don't crack. That's what, I mean, damn, Shay, I'm sorry, man. Finish the story.
No, but I wasn't prepared for the level of emotion.
Okay.
Hollering and falling out in the aisles, and it's country people,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the only white person there. And Aunt Bertha is, oh Lord help me, falling out. So next thing you know, a very large lady. It's hot. She's screaming and wailing and crying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not trying to make. I'm not judging or making fun. It just is what it is. She falls out.
Oh damn.
So they call the paramedics. The paramedics come and they get her and they start working on her, and eventually they ended up taking her off in an ambulance. She just got overheated. But during the melee of the paramedic, the funeral keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
They help her to the back, and the pastor gets back up and gets people fired up again. Next thing you know, somebody knocked over a candle and caught a curtain on fire. It wasn't like the whole church is catching on fire.
But
this curtain goes up like blazes, whoosh, and then it's done. It doesn't even catch the, and there's a black, and so there's a black space on the wall, but that's pretty much it. And everybody's like, Lord, it's a sign. It's Jesus coming. It was nuts. And then, of course, afterwards, I was invited back to the family home.
Okay.
And now it's a barbecue, and everybody's getting drunk. And it was
everybody finna get drunk.
It ended up just being a wild party. I stuck around for about an hour. It was, yep. We're going to remember. I don't even remember the dude's name that passed away, but yeah, it was,
They probably don't even remember after that.
Not by the end of the night.
Not by the end. Don't nobody remember. We finna really live it up.
But it was some good food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy. Some of the best barbecue I ever had. Now that's a fact right
out
there.
Out
in the country. Yep.
Man.
Had that fresh pork.
Yep. Fresh pork.
Did
they do the whole pig? Was it one of them whole pig roasts?
No, they didn't do a whole pig.
Nothing like a whole pig roast. Man.
Nothing like a whole pig.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
It's just something about a whole. You don't even gotta like pork.
Where it takes
the
days.
whole thing tastes like ham. The whole pig tastes like bacon ham.
You pull the pork skins off while it's cooking, blowing on them, trying
like a damn whole pig roast. I ain't had a whole pig roast in a while.
I used to have a house up in Heflin, Alabama, up on the mountain, not far from the top of Mount Cheehaw. So it was kind of up there, and we had some land or whatever. But there was a guy that lived just down the road, and every New Year's he would do a whole pig, and he would sit out there for like 3 days
and roast that
turning
damn
it on
pig.
the spit and keeping up with it. And he'd fall asleep in his chair, and he had a cooler of Schaefer beer or whatever. He just stayed drunk for the. It was like a
on his pig. He's probably hitting him with some beer every now and then.
Oh yeah,
keeping
for
his skin moist. Yeah,
but all of his friends knew that, and by like the second day, you'd come by and he'd cut you off a slice of what was done so far, and keep on turning that pig, and it was just like a 3-day party.
Right.
People coming and going. It was hilarious. Yep. Everybody drinking that cheap ass redneck beer.
A little tradition like
this
that.
This is way
just
out in the country
just
too.
Something like that. A little thing like that. You just do something.
Yep. Next thing you know, it's every year, and you look forward to it.
It's every damn year, and everybody looking forward to it.
And those are the things to me that make, like, that's life.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest of it, going to work, looking online, fixing your car, whatever it is, that's all the stuff you do so you can have those moments, and you got to recognize them in the moment and then remember them and talk about them on a podcast.
Correct.
Or whatever you do,
That's life.
That's life. That is what life is.
C'est la vie.
It's the essence of c'est la vie.
That's life.
I don't speak French.
But that's
life.
That's
though, right?
life in French.
Yeah.
C'est la vie.
That was an old song back in the 80s.
Yep.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Wow.
I thought I saw the two little scissor cut thingy.
I did see the two little scissors.
We done spoke French and now we signing.
We're multicultural.
We multicultural.
Multicultural. I usually ignore the first
Next
cut.
thing you know, you see this.
Oh, the difference between scissors and a gun.
Scissors and a gun. Hey,
that's a subtle difference.
It can go either way now, motherfuckers. Y'all better wrap it up.
Once you go from the scissors to the gun, you better. You're under the gun, bitch.
You under the gun, motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Damn. Hey.
So let me ask this question.
This was a damn good show, man.
The listeners
I didn't know
don't
where this
know.
show was going to go.
The listeners don't know, but we usually record on Mondays.
Correct.
And we've made a switch due to schedules, and now we're recording on Tuesdays.
Correct.
Does it feel any different?
It did feel a little different coming in.
It did.
Today.
It felt weird not coming in last night.
It did.
It did feel weird.
But once we sat down, it was like being in the saddle again.
Back in the saddle
Back in the saddle, Shay. It was like, oh, shit.
Different baristas at the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to get to know some new faces.
We are. That might be a good thing too.
Might be a good thing. Yep.
Some, when we get to know new faces, new faces get to know us.
Out with the old, in with the new. Change is the only constant.
Change is constant, Shane. That's wisdom right there.
Thank you, sir. Change is constant.
Yeah,
Speaking of wisdom,
save me a damn.
No, you're not gonna get out that easy. No, sir.
You done saved me a couple words.
You will not get out that easy.
I don't got much to offer nobody.
That's what you always say, and then you lay down something profound.
No, I don't.
All right, I'm gonna open up the last segment of the day.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Did you ask your question? You said you wanted to ask. I think you did. I don't even know.
I probably forgot.
Whatever.
At this point.
I don't forget.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
We get to talking, we go down damn rabbit holes, and
it's real though.
Yeah, it is.
Just like in your living room.
Shit. If I said it once, I said 1,000 times.
Seemed like we just sat down.
Just shut down.
Just sat down.
If I said it once, I said 1,000 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Straighten your spine and open your mind for the wisdom coming to you now from Q the messenger. Q, what you got for us tonight?
So Shane, people set goals. I think everyone set goals. If not, a great percentage of people set goals. I'm spitballing. I'm gonna say at least 90% of people will set a goal.
In some way.
In some type of way. At least 90% of people. No matter what color, creed, race, walk of life, social, economic standing. Everyone's setting goals in life. You know, but most people don't reach those goals. And especially in today's time, it's hard to focus on your goals and achieve your goals because I think people just working so much nowadays.
That's true.
And at the end of the day, you're just so tired to even chase your goals. So with that being said, if you're not prioritizing your goals, you either need to change your goals or you need to start prioritizing your goals. Because if you're not making your goals that you set a priority, they must not be that important. And it must not even be a valid goal.
Would you say that if you're not working towards your goals, you're working towards somebody else's?
You're definitely working towards someone else, but probably you're too tired to even chase your own.
True.
So like I said, you either need to change your priorities or change your goals. Them the only two things you can do.
And you got to choose.
And you have to choose.
You have to choose.
Change your priorities or change your goals.
Or the only alternative is to stay right where you are and never grow, never move forward.
That's typically what you're going to do if you don't do one of those two.
If you don't do one of those,
you're just going to, and we just talked about change.
You're going to stagnate and die.
You're going to stagnate and die.
Change is always there. It's constant.
Whether you chasing someone else's goals or dreams or chasing your own.
Bars.
That's all I got, Shane. I hope that can help someone. And that sounds kind of diabolical. Change your priorities or change your goals.
Were you saying I'm not good enough just how I am, Q? Why can't just be who I am?
See?
That's just me.
You're an asshole, Q.
I shouldn't have to.
Why are you telling me this truth?
Why are you telling me I got to do something different? I should have my cake and eat it too. Either work towards your goals or you're working towards somebody else's.
Towards someone else's. And when you say goal, we can say dream. You either working towards someone else's dream.
True that.
Or you working towards yours. Or working towards someone else's. I'd rather have people help me work towards my goals.
Right.
That's what the smart people do. That's what rich people do.
The smartest people figure out a way to work toward each other's goals.
Or
those are the ones that are pulling the strings. They're all helping each other out.
Once you start getting to a certain level, you need to either start eliminating or delegating.
I like that.
Eliminate or delegate. Once we start getting to a certain level. Once this podcast grows to a certain level, all we should have to do is come in here, sit down, spit our knowledge, spit what little bit we know, and go home.
That's when we get paid for what we know, not what we do.
We get paid for what we know and what we doing.
Well, let's leave it with that. Work towards your own goals and your own dreams, or you're working towards someone else's.
Yep.
This has been Vendor
Chronicles.
Chronicles.
Change your priorities or change your goals.
Peace.